Hello students, today we'll discuss about biofertilizers, concluding part of this lecture of mine. In this we will study about the vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza VAM and about mechanism of action, its mass production and uses of vesicular arbuscular VAM. ठीक है, and azolla as a biofertilizer. Azolla as a biofertilizer. Now in this we will also we'll just throw some light upon biofertilizers, application and methods, the seed treatment and root dipping. So now here I start with my last part of my lecture. I am Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC, Government College Ajmer. Now what is VAM? The full form is Vesicular Arbuscular Mycorrhiza. Here you can see the diagram also. VAM it's given written negative VAM, positive VAM. You can see clearly. Now the term mycorrhiza was taken from Greek language meaning fungus root. The term was coined by Frank in 1885. The mycorrhiza is a mutualistic association between fungal, mycelia and plant roots. VM is a endotrophic, that is live inside mycorrhiza formed by aseptate Phycomycetes fungi. Vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza help in nutrient transfer mainly of phosphorus, zinc and sulfur. Now some more points about mycorrhiza is that mycorrhiza is the symbiotic association between plant roots and soil fungus of the 7 types of mycorrhizae. VAM plays a great role in inducing plant growth. VAM are symbiotic, entophytic, soil fungi which colonize the roots of approximately 80% plants. The VAM hypha also help in retaining moisture around the root zone of plants. It also increases the resistance to root, bone or soil-borne pathogens and nematodes. Now, these mycorrhiza, they also mobilize different nutrients like copper, potassium, aluminium, manganese, iron and magnesium from the soil to the plant roots. They possess vesicles that are sac-like structures for the storage of nutrients and are vascular for funneling them into root system. Now the morphology. In morphology you can see the external hypha in the diagram which is shown in this slide. The external hypha, arbuscles and vesicles. They are seen clearly in this diagram. Mechanism of action. The VAM forms an association with plant roots. It penetrates in the root cortex and spreads around the roots of the plant. As the name indicates, they possess sac-like structure called vesicles which stores phosphorus or phospholipids. The other structure called arbuscle helps bringing the distant nutrients to the vesicles and root. In mass production, VAM spores isolated, then the spores mixed with sterilized soil, then soil filled in pots, and then host plant transplanted in pots, kept 3-4 months in greenhouse. Then the soil in the pot along with roots of host plant is macerated and dried till it attains 5% moisture, and then finally dried soil inoculates used for field application. Uses of VAM. It enhances the feeding areas of the plant root is as a hypha spreads around the roots. Mobilizes the nutrients from distance to roots. Stores the nutrients, especially phosphorus. Removes the toxic chemicals, for example, phenolics, which otherwise hinder nutrient availability. Provide protection against other fungi and nematodes. It increases growth rate in plants, for example, citrus, maize, wheat, etc. It reduces sensitivity of crop towards high level of salts and heavy metals. Now, algae as a biofertilizer. Another group of free-living nitrogen fixers are cyanobacteria, commonly called as blue-green alga. More than 100 species of BGA can fix nitrogen. Nitrogen fixation takes place in specialized cells called heterocyst. BGA very common in rice field. Unlike azotobacter, BGA are not inhibited by the presence of chemical fertilizers. No chemical fertilizers added inoculation of the alga can result in 10 to 14% increase in crop yields. They are easy to produce. Usually, they are mass produced in cement tanks filled with fresh water. Not require any processing. Quite and cheap. Cost of 10 kg may be rupees 30 to 40 only. It is beneficial in certain crops like vegetables, cotton, sugarcane. For example of some example of algal biofertilizers are Anabena, Nostoc, Oscillatoria. Thank you, students. I stop here. And again, my name is Dr. Preeti Mathur, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, SPC, Government College Ajmer.